We're up, and here we are, alone again. Naturally, I'm sitting alone because, well, I'm sitting alone, but I'm not alone because Eric's over there with me. I always got Eric. He's my backup, almost always. This chair's empty until Eric joins me.
2 times.
We don't have a guest tonight, Eric.
No, we don't.
We don't. We're gonna have to do it
Have
ourselves.
to recycle.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be gone for a couple weeks. Eric's gonna be completely on his own. You can get a guest.
Oh, I'll find somebody.
You'll find somebody come in and do the show with you.
Either a business owner or someone from one of the vet services. Anybody.
Yes, we do have resources right here, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We have people we can tap into. But
Tap.
yeah.
Tap.
I did have a kind of a different experience today, though. I got invited on post. They have the Army has the TAP program. It's the Transition Assistance Program.
Okay.
TAP, and it's for soldiers that are transitioning from good old Army life or military life to civilian life. They're going to get out soon. And today it was on the presentation was on starting a small business. Good old Army life or military life.
Hey, look, there you are.
Oh, okay.
That just means I'm not getting announcements on that. All right.
All right. But we're definitely up in it.
We're definitely up and running.
So it kind of made me think.
We're just trying to figure it out. We'll get there eventually with this doohickey. Whatchamacallit. Okay, there it goes.
So yeah, I got invited by the director to, speak to the group about small business. Not that I'm an expert, but
None of us are.
None of us are.
None of us are.
But I got a little experience. So I shared some ideas and thoughts with them. And then it's kind of cool because we got it, of course, it got into the discussion about Ruby's chocolates, obviously. I mean,
Right.
And then Valentine's Day, and somebody brought up about chocolate strawberries. And I said, yeah, we don't carry them because they're so perishable, and our chocolatiers are out of town, and I have to drive to get them and bring them back. And a very busy time of the year, we don't have time to make them. And then there was a soldier there that is getting out soon, and she's like, I make those. I can make them for you. So she's gonna go and talk to my wife, Jessica. Jessica, if you're listening, she's gonna come in and talk to you about doing strawberries for us for Valentine's Day. She was very excited. I met with her afterwards. Very nice young lady, and really energetic. She's, and that's the thing, you think sometimes us old people need those young people to give us a shot of energy. You know what I mean? Just to remind us that keep going, keep plugging away. Because yeah, she had a lot of energy, a lot of ideas,
A lot of spunk.
a lot of spunk. Yeah.
Spunk. Old school.
Yeah. So sometimes we need a shot of that from you young people. We need a little shot of that.
You young
spunk.
bucks.
Yeah. So not that we're getting old. Well, Eric's not getting old. He's still kind of young.
Eric's old.
Old Eric's
Yeah, every time I injure myself, I remind myself, going, "Oh yeah, I can't do that anymore."
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
there you
it's
go.
going to take a long time to heal
Oh,
too.
it's gonna take a real long time. To heal.
So still working on that shoulder after all this time.
Now it's my knee.
Oh, is it? Did you do it lifting or did you do
Leg
it?
presses.
Oh, okay. So
It
you
reminded me that no, you can't.
yeah.
Go stick to your leg curls, old man. You're not gonna press. You remember, you work out your legs on the road, not in here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you work them out at the.
I'll
at-
take a
at
week off.
Chosen. I'm sure you get a leg workout at Chosen martial arts, right?
Did you see my recent post?
I did.
You did? Which
Yeah.
one?
The one where you were in uniform.
No.
No.
Well, yeah, in uniform, but did you see the one with the board? With the board.
Oh no, I didn't.
I broke the board.
Oh, the famous board with the fist, and you
Mhm.
broke it. Then which hand?
Oh, it was this one.
Oh, you got a little tiny mark on
It
it.
was this one.
A little tiny mark.
Nobody's gonna see that.
Nobody's gonna see it.
Yeah, a little tiny mark. Wife said when you gotta go at it, you gotta come down. So just come down so you get it with these two knuckles and it'll bust. My wife, unfortunately, was a little at an angle.
Oh,
so she got a little bit
the
of a
soft
bruise
ones.
going on.
Yeah.
That's all right. She's
learned.
determined, like going, you will not be the only one to break this board.
Yeah, I bet she won't do that again.
Oh, that's a quick learner. That's a quick learner.
It's like, okay, don't hit it with these, hit it with these. But so yeah, it was kind of a good experience today. Got a charge of it, and felt good that maybe I gave some good advice to some soldiers getting out. That maybe,
Well, they should know. I mean,
Yeah.
if people came up there and told me now what I should have known then, that would have been great. I could have started something a long time ago.
yeah,
I was just happy to get out, hopefully get a resume together and all that, and go forth, find something, hope for the best.
and it, and it's nice to see them. That some of them were actually thinking of doing something different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and maybe go into business. It is an American dream still.
Yep.
I talked about that, how owning your own business, it's a challenge, definitely more so today than ever, I think. But
You're not going to get something out of something unless you put in some work.
yeah, yep, you definitely have to work.
Take a little bit of time, a little bit of money, but in order to make money, you got to spend a little money. Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
I just told him don't go overhead.
Don't go way overhead.
Yeah,
No.
my phrase was don't bite off more than you can lose. How about that? That's what I said. Don't bite off more you can lose. Just go, if you go into business, say, okay, what can I afford to lose? And if this thing goes south, and don't be one of those people that go way over your head, and then if it doesn't work, you're paying off things for years and years to come.
And if you're going to be at it, you got to be proactive. Don't go into it nonchalant, because then if you don't look at it as like, well, this is something that I need to build, or like, I'll get to it in time, then honestly, you're going to lose interest.
Yeah. Well, you want to do something that you enjoy and get excited about. Like, you really believe in what you're doing.
Of course I do.
And that's why you're doing it. If you didn't believe in it and you're not going to have any passion for it. So how are you going to sell it to other people if you're not passionate?
With what I do, I mean, and anybody it could take any way, any form, any range that I use the product. I tried out the product. I believed in the product. I wanted to go ahead and push, maybe not a good word, but to distribute to introduce it, yes, to everyone else, so that people like going, hey, this is different, this is new. If you're just in it just to be in it,
right,
you can really tell the difference from an individual. I mean, I've seen it from past, is like going, oh, and I do this and I do this, like, well, how come none of these feature you in any way, shape, or form? Or like, do you actually take the product? Do you do the product? It's like you said, you got to, if you have the passion behind it and you believe in it, then you're going to do better, because then you can speak from firsthand experience.
Yeah. Well, look, another good example is the guests we've had that are, well, I consider them artists, the woodworkers.
Mm-hmm.
That they thoroughly enjoy and have a passion for what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Working with wood and making, I consider it an artistic ability to make wonderful things out of wood.
They've taken their hobby and they've expanded it, and it's great. I mean, for lack of a better term, there's some amazing things out there, like George with his woodworking with like kitchen utensils and cigars and stuff like that. And he goes, like, if I'm not mistaken, to the East Coast just to go ahead and pick up wood and then bring it back or ship it back or whatever, so he can make things that are not normally found here.
Right.
So
yeah, and then sometimes it's hard for them to get an outlet. We have a young guy. He's not in our group. He's not a veteran, but another woodworker, and he makes these pen holders and pens.
Mm-hmm.
But he also makes these wine holders, and it's just a board with a hole in it.
Oh yeah, I've seen stuff.
Have you seen them?
Yep.
And they're kind of, we actually got one. We got one holding up a bottle of the olive oil we have.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I had a bottle of the non-alcoholic wine. So it took me a few times to get it, but because you think this isn't going to work, this is going to fall over. But when you get it just right, it stays.
Oh, nice.
And it's kind of cool. And I even kind of tipped it and it didn't fall over. It was more stable than I thought once you got it right. But it was just an example of a guy just, he's working with wood. He likes to do it, building it from home. Came to us and said, any chance you could, put these in your store? So sure. Are we going to make really any money off of them? No, we're doing it for his benefit, because it's a craft. So helping somebody else out, why not? But yeah. So if you're going to do something, and that's the other phrase I told the group today is, I disagree with the saying, go big or go home. Because a lot of times if you go small, start seeing how everything works, you can start small, like maybe out of your home or whatever, or maybe coordinate with another business that exists now, partner with them like this guy did.
Yep.
And then as it builds, maybe down the road, you're like, okay, now it's time to grow. I'm going to buy more equipment. Maybe I'm going to open up my own shop, and maybe I'm going to open my own store. But you don't have to jump in and then do all that in the beginning. You can start small.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't go in over your head. And
you can definitely play small ball first, because then at least with that, you get an idea of what's out there, idea of what you need, because a whole bunch is going to be a trial and error.
Yes. And you learn a lot. And you learn a lot of things that you're not going to learn until you start.
Yep.
And then you find out and you're like, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, that's another overhead cost. That's another issue I didn't think about.
It's like with for me for vendors events. Last year I signed up for a lot of vendors events just to go to all these different places and see exactly what works here. Does it work here? Does it work here? And I got an idea of, okay, I have better luck here than I do here. It's not because, and I'm not just judging that off of sales. I'm also judging that off of conversation, judging that off of giving out information. It's like if people are interested, then, they'll come up and walk by, or they'll come up and ask a question. Whereas if they're not, then they'll just go by. One example, if I go to a fest where there's a lot of food trucks, then they may not want to come over by mine. It's like going, well, I just want to enjoy the day and stuff. Whereas if I go to a mall or some other place, then I usually do a lot better. So I can manipulate how I'm going to use 2023, where some I passed up because I figured it would be okay here, but well, let's go ahead and give them a chance this year and see, just how it works out. So, yeah. And it's like, if I wanted to go big ball, then I was like going, I'll sign up for everything and then I'll expand and I'll have my wife do this one and I'll get a couple tents and do that. No. Start small. And then once it starts rolling in and gets a little better, then you can understand, all right, I could get more of this, or I could go ahead and get this. And I did pretty good there. So maybe I want to continue on. Yeah, it's just a matter of how you play it. You'll get big. It's going to happen. But you just gotta roll with it. Yeah. It's just like taking the snowball, making it to a snowman. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about. So we got a lot of veterans here in town. We got people transitioning out, like the meeting I had today, and you realize, you get out of the military and you want to start something, and it's pretty nerve-wracking, because especially if you're a career. Because if you're a career military, let's be honest, if you're a career military person, you knew where your paycheck was coming out from every month for year after year after year. You knew what you were supposed to do on a daily basis and a weekly basis, and it's just all fixed. It's so structured, is what I'm trying to say. And then when you transition, you get out, you realize, wow, it's not structured anymore. It's going to be what do I want to do, or what can I do, and what should I do? And now all of a sudden you're facing all these decisions, and it's all on you, But we're letting you know that there is help. There's help right here at the Warrior Healing Center and the Veteran Owned Business Network, because we will offer our help and our advice and our, not our money.
You got some.
You're not going to get money from us, but we'll give you advice and help and coaching. The Warrior Healing Center can help you in other ways. And then even in town, we have the small business over at Cochise College. What's the Small Business Development Center? Did I get that right?
I believe so.
I think that's the full name.
If not, I'm sure we'll get corrected soon enough.
Yeah. Small Business Development Center, Cochise College, free of charge. They help you. They will help you with a business plan. If you are going to look for financing, they can help you with that, with small business administration, loans, and that kind of thing. So it's out there. So help is available. And if you know where to go, at least contact us at the network, me, Eric, any one of us. And we'll
even if you're
correct you.
not, even if you're not sure, if you're just like thinking about it,
Sure.
if you're just like, well, how do I want to go about this? Come on out to one of the monthly meetings that we have every second Thursday of the month. Second Tuesday of the month here. And, just sit in. It's like, you may not have anything now, but you can get an idea from others. Maybe you may have something in mind, but how to go ahead and promote it and go about it. And you got people here who've been doing it for years, and you got people who've been doing it for months.
Yep.
Like, we all get together and we start, hashing out ideas and stuff. And
5:30, by the way.
5:30.
5:30.
We had new people. We had
second Tuesday of every month,
James
right here.
Hale came out last time, so he's getting ready to slowly put some together, like some aerial photography, or if I'm not mistaken. So
and he hasn't started yet. He's
still building, getting everything together, his social media arsenal to get everything together, and just by what he's got alone is going to be amazing.
Yeah, and you're right, Eric. You're invited to come out and say, okay, I'm a veteran. I don't have a business, but I'm just thinking. Again, we can share stuff, and even if it works, sometimes it works the other way. Sometimes you might do a little investigation, talk to some people, and you might say, maybe my idea maybe is not the right thing right now. And that's great too, because that's just as valuable. I mean, sometimes making the decision not to do something at the certain time sometimes is a good decision. And we, talking to other businesses might help you there too. So sure.
Always helps to sit back and learn. Obviously, if you're a brick and mortar, that's one thing. If you're direct sales, then you'll go ahead and get help from your people too. But at least you'll get help from the local veteran community and such. So you got a huge network here that's more than ready to help.
Yeah. So, and anybody out there, tell them to come to our meeting. And we are looking for guests still for the podcast. So any of you veterans out there, whatever you're doing, it doesn't really matter. If you're a veteran and you're doing a home business, you're doing something online, we welcome you to hook up with us and be a guest on our show so we can help to get the word out. That's what we do.
We understand that some of you might be shy or anything, but if you're a veteran small business and you're trying to come out there and attract people, then we'll work on that shyness. Go ahead, break you out that shell.
Yeah.
As our puppet master now knows.
Yes. Yeah. We've had some great guests and some really fun shows. So we just have a good time. We just have a good time. But tonight we probably won't talk as long because we don't have a guest.
But you can only stretch this for so long. We like to have new and exciting people. Can we talk about what we talked about earlier on, future reference and stuff on how future broadcasts may be?
Oh yeah, we actually. I mean, we're always thinking. We do
Outside of
think.
the box.
We do think. We're always trying to think out of the box. So, and again, I have to say, none of this is possible without the support of the Warrior Healing Center
And viewers like you.
and viewers. I can't
Warrior
really-
Healing Center cares.
I can't really.
Is that copyrighted? If it is,
I think it is. Yeah. But so they're helping us again because they've actually come up with a device, Wi-Fi. Tim was explaining to me, very powerful thing that's going to allow Eric and myself to go mobile.
It's going to connect off several different towers so that it can have the best quality when we go to remote sites. So when I say outside the box, I literally mean outside of this box
yeah.
where we've been for all of 2022. Go out in 2023, revisit some of the people here to their business.
Right.
And check them out in action. Either either go back to Chosun and catch them as I look at
Training.
my naked wrist that has no watch, pretending that it does. Going out there to nobody puts Eric in a corner. We could go out there and catch them in action while they train. We could go to Ruby's Chocolates. Go ahead and see what they've got, their display, how they got everything set up. Catch Jessica back on camera.
You love it. And we could even especially because we're going to keep this at 5:00 every Thursday. We're keeping it, but we could record a visit during the day. We could come on here, have the guest on the show talking and go, hey, matter of fact, we were, you had an event Saturday afternoon. Hey, let's Eric, let's show that clip. And
then we could
boom.
go ahead and show, hey, we are here at the blah, 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 where so-and-so is out here enjoying the festivities, talking to people, showing what they've got. For example, if it was Gunny, he's out over at another fair or festival or anything of that nature, or let's say it's a Hispanic festival on September 30th.
Big event.
Big
event.
Go ahead and catch him out there, do a couple things, interview with him out there along with the customer's guest or whatever, and go ahead and show that as well later on whenever our next broadcast is.
God, last week would have been awesome. Because we did the gallery across the street, literally across the street from the Warrior Healing Center. We could have started the show here and say, hey, you remember when they were talking about that one lady that did that special art thing and how phenomenal it was? And it looked like a photograph, but it's not. And we could have said, hey, well, take us across the street and let's go look at it. We could have gone mobile.
Or we could cut to.
Or we could have cut too if we had pre-recorded it. Yep.
No. We don't need, if I'm not mistaken, because of where I sit, then that camera would be hooked up as well.
Oh.
So then he's like, hey, let me go ahead and catch you on location. They're like, all right, cut to that camera. Boom. Now we're over there.
Yeah, that would have been
you
cool.
would be here. I'd be over there.
That would be cool. Yeah. I see how that worked.
My idea.
Yeah,
I get to go.
Notice that, how that works. He gets to go look at the good art and yeah. But, and I would just sit here by myself and go,
no. You'd have the one guy here, and then I'd be over there with the other people over there, like, oh, show me this one, and then you guys would also be able to talk over here.
I'll be like, Eric, are you enjoying yourself over there?
Oh my God, I'm having a blast there.
I mean, is it some nice art? Are you going to show me the pictures?
Rob, it's amazing. You should be here.
Yeah, he'd be loving every minute of it. Anyway, yeah, he would. So. Hey, I got a plug for Ruby's this week.
What are you guys doing at Ruby's this week?
Well, Valentine's Day is not yet. It's coming up. And
I see.
So now, you know how everything's going up in price, right?
Yes.
So these heart boxes that we used to buy every year, more than doubled in price since last year. So we didn't buy them. We didn't buy them. Well, because you have to charge for that. So we have some heart boxes left. It's February next week. It is coming up real fast. Yes. So
on the other hand, that is Captain Obvious, and she could be reached at Warrior Healing Center.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. She's still going to be on the show.
Stop me if you can.
Yeah. So
Anyway, Hearts Afire.
So we don't have it. So we got heart boxes left from last year, some limited amount. But we had this one box. It was just the only one left of that kind. And I was like, well, what are we going to do with this one box of the one guy? So came up with the idea we're going to have a drawing. So go in. It's today, tomorrow, and well, today's over. So
Pretty
tomorrow
good on
and
drawing.
yeah, because she's closed already. So it's tomorrow and Saturday only. You go in, put your name in the drawing. Saturday at the end of the day at 4:00, we're going to do the drawing. If you win, you get the box. Empty. But you can come back and fill it. You get an empty art box. Hey, no kidding. That box nowadays sells for
You
like,
want a box. What's in it? Like I said, you want a box.
yeah, the box by itself right now costs like $9. By the box. That's why I didn't buy them. Anyway, so you get the box and then you can bring it back when you're ready, like Valentine's Day or right before Valentine's Day, and say, I'm ready to fill my box. Yes, you can have an empty box, but only we will fill it with 24 chocolates for free. So you're going to get a heart box, 24 chocolates, Valentine's gift. So it's a great drawing. So, but you got to be in the store tomorrow or Saturday to enter the drawing.
That's right. It's an empty box. It's where I keep all my feelings.
Yeah.
Wait, no feelings.
No feelings. Yeah. That's why it's in. Now keep the box.
You can bring it back later and fill it.
Now keep it back. Keep the box till next year because these boxes are going up ridiculous price. They're gonna increase in value. They've already more than doubled in value in 1 year.
So this box is a collector's item?
Maybe. I mean, think about it. More than doubled in price in 1 year. That's phenomenal. You know, that's like almost like gas. Didn't gas almost double
It's
price
only a
in 1
matter
year?
of time before we went there.
Yeah. How much is 24 chocolates? I'll buy the chocolates for the winner. You're gonna buy the chocolates for the winner? You're kidding.
You don't say.
No. I don't remember what a price of 24 chocolates is. Our regular box, it's 40 something. Like 40 something. Yeah, it's just over 40 something for. Why would you do that, Cal? You don't need to do that, Cal. We appreciate it, but you don't need to do that.
She's a giver. She's a giver.
Wow. Okay. Wow. She's offering to buy the chocolates for the winner.
So not only will the winner get an empty box, but Kathy will fill that box with chocolates. Is that what I'm hearing?
Is that what you're saying, Kathy?
Is that what she's saying? Oh, I guess that means yes.
Happy Valentine's Day. Wow. That means though, Kathy from the Warrior Healing Center is willing to fill your box for you. Wow. That's Kathy, you're incredible. I don't expect that.
What a girl.
Yeah. But so yeah, good gift. Only 2 days left to get in there and put your name in. And that's my plug. That's it.
Oh,
What
I don't
else
have.
was there?
I don't have much of a plug.
Yeah.
You know, just still doing the same thing.
And then now you got 2 weeks without me.
2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks.
Are you gonna miss me?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. That means I got to be out here interviewing people. I got to be out here.
You have to be good. While I'm gone, you have to be good, Eric.
That's all right. I got my overlord in the other room over there, making sure that I'll be good. She knows what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I got a feeling. Jesus,
Oi!
Oh.
Don't be playing with me. I'll be hiding little ninjas over here for you next tomorrow, especially in your favorite area.
It's St. Patrick's Day is not till March. Yeah.
Because I won't be here for that St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Oh no.
I will be at White Sands, New Mexico.
Why would you want to be in White Sands, New Mexico?
Because March 19th is the Memorial Battalion Death March.
Okay.
Ever hear of it?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about the Death March from World War II?
Yeah.
With the Japanese?
They redo. They have a ceremony every year over at White Sands where survivors do come out there and they're part of the honorary mile, while everybody else will either do a marathon or a half marathon. 26.2 or 13.1 of going through the different no shaded area through sand, through like trail dirt, through pavement, hardball, whole bunch of stuff. Fun for the whole family. And one of the special things about that is that if you choose to, you can also get an extra bib and have the name of one of the service members who was a part of that death march, and you're doing that in their honor.
Wow.
So
wow.
We did it in 2016. Didn't finish it. He got to me, and she also got to my wife too. So we're going back this year because we're going in a little bit smarter, and we've been training a little bit harder.
Which one you doing?
Oh, we're doing the marathon.
The 26.
The 26.2.
Are you really?
Oh yeah.
Do you have to run it or walk it?
Some run it.
Or you can walk it.
Some run it, but it's me. And I mean, to each their own. To each their own. But I kind of frown upon someone just coming out there going, "Yeah, I ran the battalion death march marathon."
That's not the point of it.
The point of it is you are marching
them.
in the honor of those who were unfortunately a part of that and had to withstand all of that happened during that time frame. So
do they have a quarter-mile version?
they have an honorary mile version that if you choose just
could
to
I
go
make
do
the
that.
mile?
You should be able to make the mile.
I'm kidding. I can make
go ahead
a
and put you on 13.1.
Yeah, I think I can make a mile. 1 mile.
It's like got a little bit more hydration going on in my system. Obviously,
are there still survivors from that?
Yes.
Because that's
Yes.
Wow. One of my wife's answers is gets under your clothing. You go, yeah.
That's why we get hotel out there for the weekend.
Yeah. Compared to what those guys went through, I think a little sand in your clothing is no big deal.
They gone through like hell and then some.
Yeah.
It was
very few survived. Yeah,
horrific.
Very few survived. Right?
Just doing this is, we are doing it because we want to go ahead and redeem what we did in 2016, but still we want to do it in their honor. So that's what we're.
I did not know about that event. I know I know the history.
Obviously, during the pandemic, they didn't have it. They didn't have it at all. 2020, I want to say 2021, they did it virtually. So people around here, especially Team RWB Tucson, went ahead and set up their own little marathon area for Baton. So if anybody want to come out there and do that, 2022. They were going to do it, but it was only going to be for those who were vaccinated. No. But then again, it eventually got canceled. But 2023, it's wide open.
Yeah.
So, we're taking advantage of it. Yes, it's Eric again. I got you, Mike. I'll find you tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a pretty cool event. So you're going to go and do that. And honor those veterans, meet some of them.
Yep, meet. Actually, when you start out in the beginning, there's like a lot of people that are doing this, and not just you got service members out there, civilians that are out there, and also White Sands because it's also like a training facility. You also have those service members from other countries who are out there too. The Germans were, I know the German army, they're out there.
What about the aliens that are out at White Sands? Do they join
They don't
in?
really stick their head out. So,
it probably doesn't mean anything to them, right?
They don't stick their head out that much, but if they do, I'll give them Mike's business card. I got you in there again, didn't I?
That's pretty. That's
picker.
impressive. That's impressive. So you got that going in March, and
it's just something.
Yes,
that's what I said. New Mexico.
Yeah, it is New Mexico.
White Sands, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, he's thinking Area 51. He wants to make that joke.
No, that's a different place. The aliens aren't in Area 51. They're in White Sands.
But if I find one, I'll bring one back for you. I'll probably maybe go stop by the thing.
Yeah. I shouldn't have said that because I just, the fact that the aliens are in area 151 and they're white sands, that's above top secret. I just divulged that about the aliens.
There are aliens down the street. Are you kidding me? I could name the club. I'm not going to name the club, but I could name some of these areas.
You're not supposed to tell people that, Eric. That's all highly sensitive, classified stuff.
I was out the other night. I saw some of those aliens.
Yeah. We're making it all up. It's all, there's no, Santa runs into Texas, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, probably through just, you got Las Cruces, and then eventually you go down a little bit and you go into El Paso. So in that area type.
Yeah.
Some people choose to stay in El Paso, but I don't want to drive that far. So
where are you going to stay?
there is a lot of hotels in Las Cruces, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
There is a ton of them.
Yeah.
And people like to go out there with their campers too, because you could go on to White Sands itself, and of course they got like a camper area, so you just go in there, hook up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
Living on the free.
No trees though. No trees. He had basic and four. I'm sorry. We're sorry for that.
I had a medical procedure back in Fort Bliss back in 95. Medieval. We're just gonna take a sliver of your liver. Like, oh, now I'm the alien.
So
they probed me at Fort Bliss. No.
So bottom line is, stay with us. We are going to have some future guests, and we have some new things coming going mobile. So we're going to do some more exciting things on this show in the near future. Maybe a little bit of a low today, but hey, you got me and Eric. What can I say?
All the people that have been on here before, we're going to go visit them in their environment and see what is up.
Yeah, that means we get to go to docks.
Oh yeah, we get to go to docks.
Yeah, and with the camera walking around.
We'll get to go to Chill Factor.
And we'll get to go to Chill Factor back there with the camera, and we'll go to Prickly's. We'll go to
Prickly's, have a coffee there on spot.
Yeah. And not just go through the drive-through. Actually, go inside.
No, inside.
We'll go inside.
Oh, we go through the drive-through as well. Oh, you got to see the drive-through. He's got big screen TVs on the outside.
Really?
Yeah.
I went inside. I didn't go through the drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
A big screen TV. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you can watch TV while you're waiting for.
Well, it's more towards the menu, but still, just the fact that it's out there is just amazing.
Yeah. So and we could. Well, we got to go. You know where we got to go? We got to go to Tombstone.
Mike, yes. Kathy, yeah, we'll take a different veteran. So if any veterans want to go ahead and come out and about with us as we go out to one of these places, just make sure to meet up. Or better yet, sign in. Call Kathy. She's always available.
Yeah. She's never busy.
Never busy. Yes. Never busy at all.
She doesn't do anything. Yeah.
It's rare that she's even here.
Tim does all the work here, right? I'm gonna get slammed. Wait for the next comment.
I didn't say it. Just know that. Just know that.
Ooh, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
It looks like I'm going to be doing the interviews from here on out.
Yeah. She's not making a comment because she's storming across the. She clerk. So, oh no, we can go with the mobile. We have a reason to go to Tombstone and go to the bread and breakfast.
That's right.
Which we haven't. We've had him on as a guest, but I personally haven't ever been there.
We could go out there to Tombstone and do this. We could go out to. Did we have anyone from business?
Because I want to stick. Well, they got the bed and breakfast, but they got the store too.
Yeah.
I really want to check out their store.
Dragon's Inn.
Dragon's Inn. Is that the full name?
No.
We forgot the full name, didn't we? Oh man, it's been a long time.
Rob Robertson is a jack of all trades. He does a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Well,
because he has the Star Trek stuff out there too.
He has that whole Star Trek club.
Yes.
Yeah. Man, if anybody remembers the name of his bread and breakfast in Tombstone, we know it's something Dragon Inn something.
Kathy is frantically looking for that name just so she could plaster it right there. It's like, I thought I told you to.
Because I've wanted to go out there and visit the place and do tarot card reading, get Rob's future read. Yeah.
Do we need the tarot cards to know where this is going?
Exactly. Yeah, we already know the.
Aha! Told you.
Dragon's Keep In. There we go. Store and more. Dragon's Keep In. I'm actually excited. We got to go mobile. That's one of the first places we got to go. Mobile. Okay?
That's fine.
You agree?
Yeah.
We'll go out there on a mobile and visit Dragon's Keep In and visit their store. See, I bet you they got some cool stuff in there.
But yep, that's true.
Warrior.
Focusing more on my warrior ethos. He is also out over at vendors events. He 9 times out of 10 will be at the mall as well for the first Saturdays. Definitely first Saturdays. I don't know if I don't remember him last year at Cochise Crafters or the Butterfly Club, but I'm sure he will.
Okay. Well,
definitely first Saturday. So
I'm excited. I personally excited to go to the Dragon Keeps It.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, we got
and the veteran we're taking with us is Tim.
We did get mobile equipment. Mike, who's Michael?
Mike's Air Show on Fridays.
Oh, okay.
The one who works the front desk on Fridays.
Oh, okay.
The one who is in the know on Fridays.
All right.
Who is asking these questions.
And he's watching.
He's just leading us in. This is what he does. He's just leading us in, like going, expand on it more, stretch it out.
Right.
He's
yes, we are getting mobile equipment to let you know.
Mobile. Depends how you say it.
From the Warrior Healing Center. Not Eric didn't go buy it. Nope. I didn't go buy it. Warrior Healing Center went out and bought it. So
I'm lucky if I could rub 2 pennies together. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what today is. Oh, it's Thursday at 5. What's up?
You can turn the camera on. Most times.
Most times. Look, you're going, just push the button.
Yeah. So can you believe I have to be a technician next week?
What do you have to do out there?
I don't know. I have to connect. I have to do networking stuff.
You're a communicator. You're a
with
networker.
The systems and
you're checking connectivity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, thankful somebody else is going with me. So, if I fail, I won't fail alone. Just like here, if we fail together. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I've never just blamed Eric.
So if the sound doesn't work, it's not Rob's fault. It's both our faults. It means I didn't check up after.
Right.
It's on me.
And if the internet's not working.
If the internet's not working, it's both our faults.
Right.
Even though we don't control the company or anything altogether that go ahead comes through. Or if we don't know exactly which one of those routers to go ahead and reset, it's both our faults because we should have known better. We weren't paying attention.
Right.
Or if for some unknown reason we go through an entire broadcast and it's like, oh wow, we didn't tape it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yes, we have
sing it with us, Mike. A whole new world.
Okay, if Eric's gonna start singing,
karaoke is not in our repertoire.
We're gonna cut the show quick. You're cutting the single fiber cable that comes down from Tucson. Yeah.
If we don't cut the cable, how do we know if you exist? Okay? This is our gift to you, Kathy, to make sure that you, Chief Clerk, I'm gonna get hit.
Chief Clerk, yeah.
She said it.
She said it.
She said it. That's on her.
Say it.
It's not me.
Yeah.
That's Chief Clerk Kathy.
Yeah.
Chief Clerk Kathy. Triple C. C squared?
Actually, I heard she works harder.
No, C cubed.
Yeah. Actually, I heard she works harder than Tim.
Oh, ooh, you're really.
I'm just trying to salvage my life.
Correspondence can be sent to Rob in care of Warrior Healing Center.
Wait a minute. Tim's a lot bigger and stronger. Maybe I made a mistake.
Tim is chief clerk? Well, then if Tim is chief clerk, then what does that make? I can't wait to see the next post.
No, I'm confused now. We're both in the doghouse, so.
Well, We've been married for like 25, 30 years. You think I don't know what the doghouse is?
True. Got
I
a
got-
good point.
I got squatters right on the doghouse,
Yeah,
all
we
right?
can,
So
we can handle anything Tim and Kathy throw at us.
I ain't afraid of you. He ain't afraid of you.
We need a flow chart.
Yeah, we need a flow chart because that would go perfect right here, as a matter of fact, because it's like, let's start here, start here. But anyway, because
Oh, that's interesting. Did Cox open up fiber optics in Hereford? Does that mean that? Well, I have Cox available at my house, but not my store.
There you go.
I don't know why they don't have it at the store, that location, and the store's closer than my house. I don't know how that works.
Judging by the threats that Kathy is throwing at us, maybe we should cut.
We
this
should
short.
cut this.
We
We
should
are
cut
going
this
to
short.
cut this short. Well, we've gone long enough.
We would like to go over football, but there's no more football playing since somebody's team lost in the first round.
Yeah, football's over.
One gig
over
for the fiber optics.
All right. So next week,
He's not here.
I'm not here.
It's just me.
Just Eric.
Hopefully with a guest.
Hopefully with a guest. And
tune in.
in.
I got a feeling I know who I'm going to ask.
Okay. He's got some.
If we don't got somebody set up, I got a feeling I know who I'm going to ask.
There you go. And join Eric next week. He's not
What's
as
going
boring.
on?
He's not as boring as I am.
No, I get a lively. I'll go chase a shiny object, and I'm a little nuts.
Yeah. So tune in next week. I'm sure you're in for a treat with Eric. Yeah, he's a little bit more insane than I am. Or no, I don't know if that's true.
It's good to have you here.
Yeah.
What's this?
Oh, first
Yeah,
time
that's
here.
right. First
Kia.
time.
Oh, well, yeah. Welcome, and you're wrapping it up. We're at the end of the show.
Yep.
But thanks for joining
Matter
us.
of fact, let me go ahead and
Yeah,
get to that button.
Yeah, we're always at 5:00 on Thursdays. So tune in next week, 5:00. Army vet. There you go.
Yes, sir. How
yeah.
many years?
Yeah, Army veteran. Do you have a business, Kia?
And we
Copy that. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, 5:00 next week. Tune in. Listen. to
8
Eric.
years.
8 years.
Cool.
Oh, she's answering all our questions now, one after another. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So
Next
tune in
Thursday
next
at 5, we will be back. He will not be here. I will be here. And hopefully we get that guest. I know we're going to have a guest. I know it. I know it.
week. I have confidence in you.
I have all the faith in. Oh, I know when I say that, I know what that means. I have all the faith and confidence.
One more comment, real quick. One more comment. No, just getting information on healing my life. You have come to the right place, the Warrior Healing Center.
Go to Facebook, search Warrior Healing Center. Plenty of information to go ahead and help you get what you desire.
Yeah.
Or look at definitely at the number that's flowing down below.
Come down. Come down to the Warrior Healing Center. The doors are open. And there's great people here and they can help on all kinds of
There you
stuff.
go. Kathy just posted it.
Yeah, Kathy posted.
www.warriorhealing.vet/intake.
Yeah.
That's because I'm louder. I want to make sure Mikey hears me way in the back.
All right then.
Indiana.
Whoa, another comment. Whoa. What we got?
Indiana, where? I want to hear this one. I want to say this one.
All right.
Tell me where you're at from Indiana. After that, we're going to go ahead and close the show. No kidding. I'm from Hammond. How are you? I know Maryville quite well. Quite well.
Huh. Well, there you go.
Well, definitely by means, go ahead and get on Warrior Healing Center on Facebook. Drop a line. Go ahead and check out www.warriorhealing.vet/intake. Right? Neighbors battle.
Yeah.
Just know that Morton beat Maryville. Just know. All right, you got anything else?
That's it. I'm done.
I'm done too.
See you in a month or so.
Oh, there's the puppet master himself.
Yeah, he's in there.
All right, guys, you gotta take care. We'll see you next week. Until then, your next broadcast will be the Mike Zaire Show tomorrow, 9 o'clock, maybe 10. I'm not sure. I want to say 9.
You got to plug in for him.
Oh, got him. All right, y'all take care.